Hello everyone, and welcome to this month's Fort Walton Beach Chamber Business Forum right here on Cox TV. We're glad you're joining us. Today, for our first segment, I've got my friend and fellow chamber member RJ Murdock from EmeraldCoastTV.com joining me. RJ, welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks, Mark. It's good to be here.
RJ is a longtime member of the chamber, and this year, 2013, he was voted by his peers to be on the board of directors. Congratulations for that. And I wanted to, before we get into things, I wanted to, as I do all new board members, ask you how that's been. We're almost halfway through the year now. A lot's gone on at the chamber, and I wanted to ask you and tell our viewers what it's been like to be on the board of the chamber. I know it's you get a lot better perspective, and it gets a lot deeper when you're on the board. And I'd like for you to tell our viewers how it's been for you so far this year.
Well, you're absolutely right, because getting voted onto the board or even nominated to be on the board was a complete surprise for me. I was like, really? Me? Why? I'm not sure, but I'm sure. Let me see what it's going to be like. One of the first things I noticed when I was on the board was how involved the chamber is in the community, even outside of the normally visible events, like the big bowl. Everybody knows about the bow legs and the parades and stuff like that. But some of the stuff with the homeless coalition aspect, the military affairs, and all of those and other issues, it was interesting to see some of the behind the scenes and all the people that are volunteering their time to be able to address these issues for not only for the community but for the businesses as well.
You're absolutely right, and that's one thing I try to get across to people, even some of our own members, and I know the community at large, most of the time have no idea what the chamber is doing, not only to promote our businesses and our members, but our community as a whole. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of things that go on to help make our community a better place to live and do business, and the chamber is so involved. It still amazes me, and I've been involved for years now, but that was a very good point, and that's exactly what I try to get.
I'm trying to help everybody else kind of learn a little bit more about the chamber itself, just from how I kind of got started almost a year and a half ago, trying to volunteer my services by providing some audiovisual support for the First Friday Coffee.
Right.
And then being able to provide a recording of that on the website, EmeraldCoastTV.com as well. It shows some of the behind the scenes of how some of the businesses are promoting themselves, and also some of your sponsors that are doing things for the community and letting everyone else know about it. And it's kind of a neat thing.
It is. And speaking of that, you do a great job video and everything that we do, all our events, parades, and all that. And I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to let you, but that's a good segue. EmeraldCoastTV.com. That's the name of your business. Let our viewers know exactly what RJ Murdock does at EmeraldCoastTV.com.
Well, EmeraldCoastTV.com is just kind of one branch of many different services I provide. I do get involved in doing video depositions. I do film and video transfers. Those are under the Make a Scene Studios or Make a Scene Marketing. But then one of the other things I really enjoy doing is the live production. Especially anything with multicam, especially anything that's event-wise or stage-wise. And Emerald Coast TV kind of came out of also from my earlier workings on Channel 39 with Tourist TV, which used to air from 2002 when I was involved to 2006. But it was interesting. I got a comment from an individual I met the other day that actually said they remember watching that show when they first arrived here because they learned all about what there is to do and see and all the attractions there and stuff like that. Except it was so seasonal, I needed something that was going to be able to do something that could get more of the local people involved. And I was getting ready to restart that again. I started kind of transitioning, going, well, what else? Instead of just doing tourists, let's do community television. And that's where I kind of came up with Emerald Coast TV.
That was almost 100% geared towards tourists and tourist activities.
Exactly. And now it's more of something for the community where we can actually highlight events or focus on other issues or allow people, it kind of like a cable public access in a way,
Right.
But also a way for other producers in the area to be able to produce things, and also for other advertisers or businesses to be able to advertise possibly without having to have the competition of the YouTube or all the other ads and stuff like that. So I was kind of trying to focus towards that. But I really enjoy the multi-camera video production aspects, from stage performances to what I do with the First Friday Coffee. I've done things with the cooking show, with the Dash cooking show for the Daily News last year. But I also do some video production for broadcasts. Like we did a 2-day golf tournament in Sandestin last year that we aired on Sun Sports back in December and January. So it basically got seen across the nation, and it was 2 days of 50 different sports and TV celebrities covering all of their golf plays for this charity that they were working for, the Working Warrior Nation. That helps our veterans who are coming back to the workforce be able to transition their skills. A very good, worthy cause, and it's going to be happening again. We'll be doing that again in the again this fall, and actually using a lot of the people in the area, including this time some of the local high school media. And I've gotten pretty involved with like one of our local high schools, Choctaw High School. We started doing their football games last year, so we were streaming them live. And I know one very appreciative dad who's stationed in Korea, who, when we had our live stream hiccup one day, made sure we knew by texting us right away that I'm in here in Korea and I can't see my son play. But it got a chance for their students to kind of get a chance to be, not, instead of just doing one-on-one video production, YouTube videos, to work as a team. Working with intercom systems and multi-camera shoots, and a new touchscreen system that I've been working on for the last year and a half. And it all started with the Chamber breakfasts. It gave me a chance to hone out my equipment and my production capabilities.
Well, that's pretty awesome. A military member can watch his son play football in Korea while right there on your website live. That's great stuff.
Yeah, and it seems like sports is probably your best opportunity for live. Otherwise, the video on demand is probably what most people are used to, being able to come in afterwards. So being able to see an event afterwards, we still have lots of footage from bow legs from last year, and that's coming up here pretty soon, or by the time you see this, may already have been passed. Then you can see this year's footage, because that's going to be there. We may actually even try to do a live stream from the last day, from the final landing, and do some highlights from the previous 2 days. And that's going to be kind of fun to do, and kind of a challenge to do live television production. It's like Dancing with the Stars.
That's
locally,
great. But we're almost out of time for this segment, but I do also want to tell our viewers, as a small business owner as myself, RJ also can produce commercials for your business and tag spots for your business. I've used RJ a little bit myself, and we're going to do some more stuff down at the Vacuum Center here in the near future. Mm-hmm. But folks, EmeraldCoastTV.com, go on your computer, EmeraldCoastTV.com. You can see replays of all the Chamber events, almost any event in this community that is going on. RJ has got it on that site. If you haven't been to the site, it's great.
Yeah. If you're looking for something in particular, just go up to search and type in 1-2 keywords, and it'll probably pop it right on up.
Yep. So if you missed an event in the community, EmeraldCoastTV.com, and you can get it. RJ, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We will be right back. I've got David Reeves from Golden Corral, my next guest.